Okay, this is Naps Now. On the homepage, we just included a few quick facts about naps. Regular naps can come with many benefits, including improved mood, quicker reaction time, relaxation, and better memory. According to the University of California, Berkeley, the most ideal time to nap is approximately 8 hours after initially waking up. Humans are the only mammals willing to delay their sleep and become sleep deprived. Naps can also decrease the rate of obesity, heart disease, and depression. Naps have proved to be just as important as regular dieting and exercise. While sleeping on the job or at school is frowned upon in the U.S., in most other countries, it's a way of showing exhaustion from hard work and is highly encouraged. And studies show that even cat naps lasting between 5 and 10 minutes can significantly improve memory. And then below that, we included a YouTube video called The Scientific Power of Naps, which just basically goes over the REM cycle and why naps are important.
Motivated in the afternoon? Using coffee, soda, and energy drinks, we often try to push through the dreaded long day, yawning through the hours and fighting the fatigue. But it just so happens that the solution is the very thing we've been trying to avoid all along: sleep. Truth is, the power nap is perhaps the most effective way to rejuvenate your brain. There are 4 main stages of your sleep cycle. The first 2 are relatively light sleep, while the third brings you into a deep slumber. The final stage, known as rapid eye movement, or REM for short, is where most of your dreams begin. The benefits of napping are tied to the length of time in which you're asleep. Naps 30 minutes in length generally only allow time to enter these first stages. In stage 1, slow eye movement begins, and if woken, you often feel as though you didn't even sleep. But as you continue into stage 2, your brain begins to inhibit processing and ignores external stimuli that it deems non-dangerous in order to relax you and give you a tranquil sleep. It also begins memory consolidation, in which information you learned is processed. Waking out of these stages has shown benefits including increased productivity, increased cognitive function, enhanced memory, boosted creativity, and most importantly, feeling less tired. Beyond 30 minutes, you enter stage 3 and experience something known as sleep inertia when awakened. Because your body is coming out of a deep sleep, motor dexterity is decreased, while grogginess and the longing to go back to sleep increases. Many people falsely deem naps non-beneficial for themselves, but the truth is, they've simply napped too long. As the benefits of napping become clearer, many nap salons have opened throughout Japan, where workers can pay to have a brief lunchtime nap on a daybed to increase alertness at work. So maybe it's about time we all start sleeping on the job a little more. Just tell your boss, science said so. Got a burning question you want answered? Ask it in the comments or on Facebook and Twitter, and subscribe for more weekly science videos.
Hi, this is our facts and stats page. So right here you will see a graphic that explains to you how long you should nap. So 10 to 20 minutes is the classic example of a power nap. This is great to use when you're in a rush or you just need to get out the door quick, but you also need a slight energy boost before going. So 30 minutes is actually not a good time to nap because this can cause grogginess and confusion when you wake up. The scientific term for this is sleep inertia. 60 minutes is the memory nap. This is the best nap to take when you want to recall information, when you're trying to memorize new material, and to understand the material that you've just learned. 90 minutes nap will give you a cycle of REM, which a cycle of REM will put you in deep sleep. You reach REM in this stage, and so the emotional and procedural memory are the most important parts of this nap, and they are most improved by this nap. All of this is explained here in Figure 1. To elaborate on Figure 1, some other Western cultures have siestas, which are designed as culturally accepted midday naps, which usually happen between the hours of 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. every day. The culture believes that this helps improve the workplace's productivity because all of its workers are well rested. 34% of the people in America take naps daily. So to reduce the sleep deficit, people who don't get as much sleep as they like are encouraged to nap because it can help them catch up on their sleep for the night. Exercise and naps. Surprisingly, naps affect exercise positively because when you do more exercise, you do more naps, and then it's kind of a cycle that repeats. The best places to nap can be your car. It's most likely to be the best place at your house, but the way to prevent yourself from going into deep sleep is to stay sitting upright. And then people think that naps were like wasted on the young, but it turns out people of all age can benefit from naps, but those in their youth especially. And then according to the studies published in the Journal of Sleep Research, researchers came to the conclusion that the length of the nap was the most important deciding factor in how it affected your cognitive memory and whether it produced sleep inertia. College-age participants were included in this study, and that goes back to prove what we talked about with the different lengths of naps produce different effects. So this graphic here, figure 2, is explaining the sleep-wake cycle. So phase 1 of the sleep-wake cycle is the interim between consciousness and sleep. It's right when you're about to fall asleep. Moving to stage 2 happens after 5 to 15 minutes. Then your heart rate slows, your brain does less complicated tasks, you're slowly going into that deep sleep. An additional 15 minutes you move into non-REM sleep, which is the delta stage, that's stage 3, and your body makes repairs, which is about the length of the 60-minute nap. And then adding more time in stage 4, your body temperature and your blood pressure decreases, which is calming your body down. And then stage 5, which was the 90-minute nap, is when REM happens. So you have an increase in eye movement, heart rate, breathing, BP, and temperature. This is a quick video clip that is going to show you some of the benefits of napping.
So here we have our page on how our presentation relates to Clemson or college campuses in general. So as you can see that college students are constantly behind on sleep due to long hours spent studying and socializing, and Clemson is no different from the other schools. Studies have found that napping raises your stamina by 11%, increases your ability to stay asleep all night by 12%, and lowers the time required to fall asleep by 14%. A little group called NASA discovered that just a 26-minute nap increases performance by 34% and alertness by 54%. And according to Dr. Matthew Walker of the University of California, napping for as little as 1 hour resets your short-term memory and helps you learn facts more easily after you wake up. So this is perfect when you are studying for a big test and you need to retain information. So just take a quick hour-long nap and then you're good to go. After lunch in the early afternoon, your body naturally gets tired. This is the best time to take a brief nap. It's early enough to not mess up your nighttime sleep. So just a quick 30-minute nap after lunch is perfect. And freshmen and sophomore who are still in their teens, they need up to 10 hours of sleep to be fully rested. So odds are the freshmen and sophomores are most likely sleep deprived. And being on a college campus, alcohol is a large part of the social scene. What many people don't know is how alcohol can affect your sleep patterns. Alcohol can make you feel tired because it is a depressant and has sedative qualities, but drinking alcohol can interrupt sleep and interfere with the quality of your sleep. It can also magnify the effects of sleep deprivation. And since most people drink alcohol at late hours of the night, this also can mess up your sleep. Obviously, most college students are napping, and it isn't always easy to find a place on campus to nap. And sometimes you just don't want to walk all the way back to your dorm to take a nap. So this is why we believe that nap stations would be beneficial on any college campus, especially Clemson.
Okay, so our last tab besides the works cited page is the napping stations. And basically our solution for college students that don't get enough sleep at night is to have a napping station on our campus at Clemson. And so that's basically what we're pushing for here. And so what exactly is a napping station? It's a spot on campus that any student would be able to use. It would most likely be located somewhere like in the library or in the Watt Center. And it would just, it would feature a spot with a couple of beds or chairs that that students could sleep on for 30 minutes to an hour tops before continuing to study or going about their day. And so basically our solution would be napping stations, and more colleges and universities have begun to implement napping stations on their campuses. And so obviously Clemson, we don't want to be left out. We're the best school, so I mean we have to have one of them. And so these stations are open for students to nap at their leisure. And so some of these schools that have napping stations, as of 2013, James Madison University has a nap nook in which students can nap on beanbag chairs with pillows. And so they have this nice little nap nook room with 4 or 5 of these giant beanbag chairs, and the students just go, it's first come, first served policy, and they would just go to the beanbag chair and they could sleep there for 30 minutes to an hour and then just go back to studying. And then, as of 2014, Wake Forest University has a siesta room in the library in which students can nap between study sessions. And so the one at Wake Forest offers, I believe, 6 or 7 reclining chairs, and so the students just go up there, they rent out one of the recliners, and they just take a nap, and it's right there in the library, so once they're done, they just go back to their table to finish studying. At the University of Michigan, there is a nap room that includes cots with disposable pillowcases, and this room is open 24/7. So that's especially good for finals week if you're up at 3:30 in the morning in the library and you're cramming for an exam and you can't go any longer, but you don't want to walk all the way back to your dorm. You just go to your go to the little nap room and you rent out one of the cots, and this one is more sanitary because they have disposable pillowcases. So you can rent out one of the cots, take like a quick power nap, and then get right back to studying, so that's really convenient. At UC Berkeley, they have 4 different rest zones located on campus, complete with lounge chairs, free for students to use when they want to nap. And so they actually have 4 different locations on their campus, which is pretty cool. They have one similar to the one before, similar to University of Michigan, where they have these comfortable cots that you can just sleep on for like 30 minutes at a time before going back. So this one actually has, I'm pretty sure, 40 different options for napping, which is pretty cool. So 40 different students can nap at a time. And then at the University of Miami, they have 2 high-tech nap pods that vibrate, play soft music, and have a retractable visor to help students sleep comfortably. And so these ones are pretty cool. They're very expensive, but they have the nice little visor that goes over so you don't have to have people watch you while you're sleeping, which I would like because I don't want someone to watch me while I'm sleeping. It plays like music to help you fall asleep, and they have like soft vibrations, so it kind of like soothes you into sleep. And then instead of like a handout to pass out to people, we have just a little Google form that you can fill out, and it just asks you what grade you're in, approximately how many hours of sleep you get at night,
how many days a week that you would nap, like usually. And then if there was a napping station available on our campus, would you choose to use it? Which I would. I don't know why you wouldn't. And then also we have a little memo that if you want a similar type of napping station as the ones that you've seen here, contact your student health services and ask them, hey, why don't we have a napping station on campus? So obviously after all of that, our argument here is that we should have a napping station on campus. And now you can give the counter argument that you don't need naps, that a napping station is too expensive of a solution. But in the end, the pros of a napping station outweigh the cons, because even if a napping station is expensive to put on campus, it's more important that students are happy and healthy and have better mental health. And also having amenities such as a napping station on campus would be more likely to pull in more students, because they would see, oh, like this campus has a napping station. That's awesome. I want to use that. And they'd be more likely to go there. And so this applies obviously to students here at Clemson, because we don't have a napping station. And college students are always tired, and I'm willing to bet that a lot of us would love a napping station, myself included.
Okay, and this is our works cited page. Thanks for watching.